What I wish I knew as a new grad registered nurse, because y'all did not tell me what I needed to know. If you're watching this video, congratulations. That means you passed nursing school, you're about to pass nursing school, or you're wondering if nursing school is for you. My name's Steph J, and contrary to popular belief, I've been a nurse for 10 years. I know I look 12, but I'm not. Honestly, I'm surprised that I've made it this long. So let's get into it. Number one is to not take the first job opportunity that is presented to you. Unless you actually want it. Don't be like me and just take your first job offer. Let me explain. When I first started off in my nursing career, I took the first job offer that I could get. Bad idea, and you probably shouldn't do that, okay? Listen to wisdom here. I was working in a long-term care facility that had a short-term rehab side. People who got hips, knees, ortho kind of surgeries, and then the people who were honestly in the nursing home did not enjoy it. I just felt like I was giving away pain medication all day and crushing pills. I was like, what did I go to school for? As hard as nursing school was, I know I didn't just go there to crush up pills, put up an applesauce, and try to convince someone's grandmother that she didn't see something in the corner and to not jump off the bed. Just try to keep everybody in the bed and not have fall precautions. Reports, calling family. Nobody has ever fallen on my watch, praise the Lord. But still, that was one of my biggest fears, was having somebody fall in the nursing home, because a fall for the elderly could be detrimental or fatal. And it's not like I wanted to work in that patient population. In the back of my head, I took out loans for nursing school and I had a co-signer, and my co-signer was like, well, you gotta go to work, honey. I need my money because they're not about to call me for it. So I just did what I had to, and I guess I didn't have enough faith in myself to wait out an opportunity that I actually enjoyed. Number two is, please do not listen to imposter syndrome. Friends, family, and senior nurses will always have some kind of way that they think that your career should go. But the gag is, you're the one who has to live that life, and you have to wake up every day, put your cute little scrubs on, get your Stanley Cup, put your shoes on with your little gibbets, and go off to whatever facility that is. After I worked that long-term care facility job, I did a little stint in a day program, and then I went into an outpatient primary care office, and I realized that I was an outpatient princess the entire time. I loved it. I loved the flow of the clinic. I loved that I had the same type of disease processes to deal with. I loved that I could run my own nurse visits. I loved being able to work with doctors really closely, building trust with them in that facility and having that patient relationship, because these people you would see, if not monthly or weekly, depending on how sick they were. And while I was loving the outpatient primary care life, having 4 10-hour shifts, no holidays, no weekends, sometimes our manager would let us leave early, getting a little taste into doing telehealth, so doing primary care on the floor and then doing telehealth, a rotation once a week, doing wound care. I got exposed to a lot of information very quickly, and then we did like vaccinations and things like that. But I had nursing friends, or people who knew the kind of field that I was in, that would tell me, you're going to lose your nursing skills. You'll never learn nursing skills if you stay in outpatient. You're not a real nurse if you're in outpatient. And that was in the back of my mind for years. But I kept doing the outpatient thing in different settings. But there was like a deep part of me like, you know what? You're probably not a real nurse. You should probably get some inpatient experience. And that's where I went wrong. I disrupted my very peaceful life and started working on an observation and med-surg unit, and that was the worst decision I ever made. I learned a lot, but stress, anxiety, depression, crying in the med room, crying as I read telly strips, I just don't think that's the life that's for me. I don't think the Lord called me to that. I don't. But there are nurses who love the hustle, the bustle, the adrenaline, the critical thinking on the feet, the codes, the running. I don't, respectfully. And that doesn't make me any less of a name, because when I do my signatures, it says MSNRN. Okay? Yeah. So if you're one of those nurses who thinks that you're not a real nurse because you don't work in inpatient, that is a lie. It is not true. Whenever you feel doubt or somebody wants to come at you or make you feel some type of way, look at those little letters behind your name. Remember all those nights you were in study hall in the library, crying, snotting, trying to pass your nursing exams, and you passed. You're a nurse. I don't care where you work. If I go on the little registry, if I go on nurses and your name is there, you're a nurse. Period. That's it. That's all it takes. Number 3 is to figure out what you actually want to do. This is the time to research specialties. I know everybody wants to be an L&D girly, but I've heard some stories. I was one of them. I want to be an L&D girly back in the day, not anymore. I love the utilization management, case management life over here right now, but please take time, look up vlogs, look up videos if you want to work in IR, if you want to work in rheumatology, in cardiology, the ED, the urgent care, if you want to work from home, if you want to work for a tech company, if you want to work in occupational health. Please educate yourself on the field, because while nursing school is meant to educate you, teach you some skills, it's really not going to teach you about all the job opportunities that are out there for nurses. The industry is constantly changing and evolving, and more often than not, there are a lot of nursing roles that are non-traditional out here that you can work in. You can even be a nurse in medical device sales or pharmaceutical sales. If you love talking, if you love traveling, if you have a big personality, maybe you should look into that too. So please do your research regarding how you can use your degree and make it work for you and your lifestyle. And number 4 is the most important. Don't tell those people your business. Yes, the neck is necessary, because I know a lot of nursing units or facilities will market it as your family and these are your co-workers. Please understand that you don't know those people. You really don't. You don't know who's jealous of you. You don't know who's out to get you. Please don't follow any of your coworkers on social media. Me, personally, when I became a nurse, if I found you on social media, I would block you. Because what you're not going to do is mess with me and my income. Not that I was doing anything suspicious or harmful toward my license. I just like and value privacy. I don't want to scare anybody, but nurses can be a little bit catty. I have seen certain things on the unit of, for example, I've seen a nurse call out for the shift, and then here goes somebody else showing the manager that on Instagram that they're in Miami on a boat. Why is that necessary? Why does it concern you? But at the same time, don't put yourself in those situations and you won't get set up. I'm just saying. We all know that saying, nurses eat their young, and some of these veteran nurses are still doing it. I know all of veteran nurses are not bad. I've met wonderful veteran nurses in my time, but there are a bunch of y'all who I just don't understand why you're so mean. There was a time when you were new too and you needed help, you needed answers, you needed direction. At the same time, as a new grad, be open to correction, be open to asking questions, be open to doing something differently than you learned in nursing school. Just know that no 2 medicine units are the same, no 2 L&D units are the same, no primary cares are the same. Every facility, every unit does things differently. So don't come up in there prideful and like, well, this is the way I was taught. You don't know anything, you're new. That's fine. You're gonna learn as you grow. Yeah. But right now, you just need to be a sponge and open and available. Not the disrespect part. We don't take the disrespect. But if you want to know about my, traumatic nursing story, we're gonna link in a card about why I quit traditional nursing right around here. Okay? If you like nursing videos like these, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.